Alright guys, I want to do a little how-to video for getting started on Ark. Nobody really explains where a good spot to start is, or where a safe spot is, or anything like that. Or there's just certain things that just aren't covered, you know. And so I learned everything the hard way, and I got a little start in. And let me show you, just tell you a couple things I've learned, you know. Now, I started from South 2, and South 2 is a really safe place to start from if you go to this island. Now let me show you where this island is on the map. Basically it's right where that brown blob is on the map, pretty much. And it's an island. And when you appear, you'll appear across this little stream on the other side, where that dilo is. You won't appear on the island. You'll appear on the other side of the water. So let's go over there, and you'll get a perspective to see where you start from. If you start from South 2, you'll either start from somewhere right about here, and the island will be on your right, or you'll start from further to the right here on the corner. But either way, you'll be right next to this island, and you'll see this island because there's this big stone arch on it, right? Now before we go over there, it's really shallow water right here, but there'll be some rocks right about here and some of this grass here. Now if you go further right, it gets deep, and then there's usually piranhas in there. So as long as you stay to this side of the rocks, you don't have to worry about piranhas or anything like that. So once you spawn, you find this. Let me show you the distinguishing things about this island. You'll see this island here. I guess my little house is in the way, but let me get around the house. You'll see this big stone arch thing, and that's the distinguishing feature, right? So once you spawn, you get over here, this island, there's two dilos, only two dilos that spawn on this island every so often. And besides that, there's an alligator that every once in a while, I very rarely see him. Every once in a while there's an alligator that's on this side over here. But besides that, there's nothing dangerous besides two dilos that spawn on this island. So if you stay on this island, I've played for hours, and I always go to the same spot because I know the layout and I know the spot. Every once in a while there's a one carno that might make its way over, and one raptor that made it over in the hours and hours of playing, and they've never crossed this water. They never come onto this island. So as long as you stay on this island, you're safe, you know, from the real nasties, you know. But you know, the two dilos that spawn on there, you know. So you got plenty of fish to get your food from. You got plenty of trees. You got plenty of. See, here's one of the other ones that spawn here. Let me take him out real quick. Get him, guys. See, and that's the trick for dilos. You sidestep them so that you don't get that spit in your face. So if we go on this other side of this island here, there's an island over there with a bunch of rocks. There's no berry bushes at all over there. It's just a bunch of rocks, but there's a whole lot of dodos, and there's about 3 or 4 dilos over there to worry about. But besides that, there's just dodos and like 3 or 4 dilos. And I've never seen a shark over here. Every once in a while there's 1 or 2 piranhas in between these 2 islands. So what I like to do, there's just a huge amount of dodos over there. So I like to go over there to hunt dodos. And I like to go in this little stream around here to get fish. You gotta watch out for piranhas. And that one alligator that I just very rarely see them. And then you're pretty much safe if you stay on this island, you know. And you got pretty much everything you need. And you sit here and you level up and you get stuff. And see, and then when you start this game, you're really scared of dilos, because the dilos just keep killing you over and over, and it gets frustrating. You don't know how to deal with it, and it's just really frustrating. So but there's an easy trick to these dilos. You know, I'm all leveled up here a little bit, but the thing is, watch this. I'm going to run. Now I'm leveled up, but these dilos are leveled up too. I'm running, turn around and look how much slower they are. Dilos are always slower than you. Maybe not when you very first start, because your stamina will run out too quick. So what you do is you make sure you have some stamina in case you gotta run, and you can just outrun these guys. And you don't even have to fight them if you don't have anything ready. So that's my advice to anybody starting out in this game, is start out in South 2, get on this island, and it's a safe place to build a little home. You ain't gonna have like any T-Rexes or Raptors spawn in on you, you know, or anything like that. You just got 2 dilos that respawn on this island, and 1 alligator maybe in that water. So let me build. Last time I played, I lost everything. I got killed, but I was trying to get another raptor because my raptor got killed, and it didn't go so good, so I gotta kind of start over a little bit. But hold on, let me get this going, and I'll be able to talk again here. Where do I put that? Right there. So basically, your main tool is your spear. Your spear, you want to have at least 2, if not 3 spears, because they break, and they usually break at the worst time possible. Need fiber. Alright. So, and that's my advice. Start out South 2, get on this island, make you a home, kill the 2 dilos. They'll respawn every couple of game days, I guess. And then you'll be good, and then just level up, and you can outrun the dilos if you have to. And so once you can outrun the dilos, and then, you know, the first things you want to level up, yeah, make sure to have 2 or 3 spears. The first things you want to level up is health, but I would start out by leveling up stamina, then health, then movement speed, and then move on to melee damage and the other stuff, you know. You want your stamina so you can outrun problems. mainly dilos. So hold on, let me get a water bag here. And that's about it for the things that nobody else really covers, you know. So now if I cross here and go this direction around the beach, if I cross the water and then follow the beach around that way, I'll run into several, well, there's going to be a lot of dilos along the way, several dilos along the way. And then there's some raptors over there, and that's where I go to get a raptor to tame. And then there's a Spinosaur. But here, let me go this way, so I could show you the other side of the island. So if you cross the water and follow the beach down that way towards that obelisk, you'll run into, on the right side where that brontosaur is, you'll run into a pack of dilos of about 4 or 5 deep that'll tear you up sometimes. And if you go on the left side, there's a few dilos, but they're spread out more. They're not in a big pack like that. But you'll run into a Spinosaur and a Carnosaur and a T-Rex, and yeah, you'll get wrecked pretty easy, even if you got, you know, a raptor or whatever. And that's how I lost my raptors. I went down that way, and actually 2 scorpions got me. One stung me and knocked me out, and then once I was knocked out, I couldn't do nothing. So yeah, this is a good spot. You know, nobody really shows you where the safe spots are for the beginners. And South 2 on this beach is a safe spot. 2 dilos, that's it. So I need to get another raptor because I lost mine. But I need to have supplies and stuff ready first. Now once you level up in this game, well, let me get back to that. Once you get started and you're getting started, the first thing you're wanting to tame is tame a dilo first off. That way you can just set them on follow, set them on attack your target, and set them on follow, and then you got somebody to watch your back, you know, so you just, nothing pops out of the woods and just eats you, you know. At least you got something. I mean, your dilo could be fighting them, and you can run off if you had to, if you didn't have any weapons or anything, you know. So the first thing you want to tame is a dilo for protection. Where is my bow? I need wood. I'll get that later. So once you work your way up, you know, you get some dilos, and you can learn to hunt in a pack, and you want to learn your fast whistle commands. You know, the only ones I really worry about is switching between attack your target and passive. That way, if something's happening, you need them to stop right away, you just switch them to passive and they'll stop attacking, you know. Besides that, I just leave them on follow when I'm out. And these are pretty cool, this preserving bin. I haven't been here in a while, and all my stuff disappeared. So once you get up to high enough level, I think that's like 20, 25 or something like that, then you get the preserving bin. And it runs off of spark powder, which is made by stone and flint. So let me get some of that in there, and I can get this meat in there so it don't rot. Oh, and you need this thing to make the spark powder to run this. See, and another little bit of advice on this game is I kept getting messed up, and I kept getting raided and killed by animals and other people and stuff like that, and I just got sick of it, and I just don't like the player versus player gameplay of these type of games. You know, it would be different if it was something like Grand Theft Auto and you didn't lose everything. You know, the whole idea of somebody else being able to take all of your work is ridiculous, you know. I mean, I've seen some raid videos on YouTube where people had like 200 hours worth of work, and somebody come along and just wrecked it in 20 minutes and killed all their animals that they spent 2-3 hours a piece taming. You know, that's not fun, man. I mean, these games you really got to put a lot of real hours of work into, and then and have a system where somebody can wreck them hours of work that quick. That's just stupid. So I found to me it is. I mean, some people might not think so, but so I found a no raid server and no kill on site. There's no raid, no kill on site, and that's how I like to play. You know, everybody's friendly. People will help you out. If you see somebody, you ain't gotta expect to lose what you spent hundreds of hours working on. So yeah, that's about it. So we're gonna go around here. I need to get meat. I need to get, so we might go over to that other island here in a second, because we ain't got enough dilos or dodos or dilos on here. Where'd everybody go? See how slow they are? You can just outrun these guys. The wild ones, you can just outrun. As long as you keep an eye on your health meter, you'll have no problem doing that. Alright, I lost one somewhere. Where's he at? And then I'm gonna have to get some food to take with me. Let me guess, he's hung up on the box there. I really need to move that box. They always get hung up there. Alright, get over here, dude. Come on. There we go. And then, you know, I got this guy here. He's good at getting berries, and oh man, they all rotted away. Damn it. I didn't want to have to do all this grinding while I'm recording, but we'll just go hit some bushes real quick and back it up. Wide load here. This guy ain't bad, but the Bronto's better. But this guy you can get at, I think, level 25. See, I can, now if I'm doing it by hand, I can go around this island and I might get like 30, 40 narco berries. But with this guy, I can go around this island And I can get 100 narco berries pretty easy, probably more than 100. And that's without leaving this island, so that ain't bad. That's all you need, really. Watch out, turtle. Now you gotta be careful with these turtles. I don't even mess with the turtles at all. I don't try to kill them, and I be real careful not to accidentally hit them, because they just take too many hits to kill, and then they're slow, but they're relentless, you know. So you accidentally hit them, then you're dealing with them for a half an hour. So, and they aren't worth trying to kill. You'll have to stab them like 100 times, you know. It's a ridiculous amount. You know, this is just a little video I wanted to make to put some info out about where a good place is to start out, you know. I think my next video we're going to tame that, we're going to be taming a raptor. Gotta go find another one and tame it, and but for now, let's see, what do we got on us here? For now, we're gonna go on a little hunting trip on the island across the way. And what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the bow and arrow. I don't need that yet. And of course, you want to, even if you're on a safe server, you know, a server that there's no base raiding or nothing, you want to build at least thatch around where you keep your dinosaurs. And if you can't afford it, if you ain't got the ingrams to get the door, just block them all the way in and remove one wall and to get them out, and just replace that one wall. And I did that for a while until I unlocked that door. I really don't need these guys, and they're too slow. Let me put them back real quick. I'll put these guys back, go over there and get a bunch of meat. I have some narcotics already, but I might make some more off video. Come on, guy, come on in here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Disable following. Where are you guys going? Come on. See, I've been playing alone, and that's some more advice that most people don't tell you, is when you play alone, it's way, way harder, especially getting started, you know. The best thing to do is to get some people together, and then you guys get to share your leveling up, and it's easier if you get a surprise attack. You actually got help, you know. But if you're going to play alone like I am, you just gotta be more careful and start at a less aggressive place like South 2, and you know. Alright, first off, I need to make a torch, and I need more flint. I can get that on the way. Oh, and that's another thing. Spotted all around this island are these, well, they don't seem to be spawning back anymore. They used to spawn back, but they stopped spawning back. But you got these round rocks. You get flint and stone, and like every other round rock gives you 1 metal. So before you're leveled up enough to use the metal, you just keep collecting it and putting it away. Store it for later when you do need it. Alright, I don't need that much. Let's get a torch. Let's kill this dodo. And that's another thing about the dilos I forgot to mention. With dilos, when they're coming at you, you sidestep them and try to miss them spitting in your eyes and blinding you. And then they, as long as they ain't a really high level one, you kill them with 2 stabs, or you kill them with three stabs with your spear, and that's all it takes. So they ain't, you know, when you first start this game, it seems scary because you just keep getting killed, but I mean, it's not that bad. Dilos aren't that bad once you get used to killing them, and by the time I've been on here, I don't even care less about dilos. I just outrun them or kill them in 3 stabs or whatever. So you gotta look for piranhas before you cross. Can't tell if that's a piranha. Alright, we're gonna go over here, do some hunting. Somebody's got a base inside these rocks, but we're just gonna, of course, not mess with their stuff, and we're just here for the dodos and the meat. I better eat something here before I start getting low. Oh, there's a dilo. Here, I'll show you how it's done. Get ready to sidestep him when he comes at you. Sidestep. 1, 2, 3. No big deal. And even if you're blind, you know, you just look for the words and just keep stabbing, and you can, it ain't that big a deal. But I'm gonna continue to hunt, and hopefully I told you a couple things you haven't heard before that'll help you get started. And I'm gonna continue this series and without all the tutorial stuff, and we're gonna be taming a raptor in the next episode. So alright, see you guys next time.